So let us consider here we are given with the mass capital. We are given with the mass capital. Let us consider if it is divided into two parts. Let us mass, first mass x gram, another m minus x gram. Remainder is of course say x gram and m minus x gram. Now force F can be written as gravitational force is equal to F into G into m minus x into x by r square. Of course those two are separated by distance. Okay, now let us consider here variables are nothing but say mass only now. So F is proportional to, we can write if is proportional to m into x minus x square. M into x minus x square. So for the force between these two parts becomes maximum. Condition is df by dx is equal to 0. Condition is df by dx is equal to 0. So that df by dx is equal to d by dx of mx minus x square. That equal to m into d by dx of x minus d by dx of x square. Hence df by dx is equal to 0 only now. So m minus d by dx of x square, of course 0 is equal to m into 1 minus 2x. Then m minus 2x is equal to 0, m is equal to 2x, x is equal to m by 2. So if x is equal to m by 2, m minus m by 2 is equal to m by 2. This is the first mass, this is second mass. So two parts are divided into 2. Those two parts are divided into 2 as m by 2 as well as m by 2. So two parts are equal in mass. So like that we have divided, hence we can obtain maximum force. See here, the gravitational force between two bodies is F. If the mass of each body is doubled and the distance between them is halved, then the force between them will be gravitational force between two bodies. Let us consider this is mass m1, here is the body mass m2. There must be the gravitational force of attraction is F is acting. So F is equal to G m1 m2 by r square is given, of course separated by distance r. Okay. Now see here, if the mass of each body is doubled, so m1 dash is equal to 2m1, m2 dash is equal to 2m2, and say r1 square, of course. Now distance between them is halved. r2 is equal to r1 by 2. Now f dash is equal to g into m1 dash into m2 dash by r2 square. So that f dash is equal to g into 2m1 into 2m2 into r1 by 2 whole square. r1 by 2 whole square. Now f dash is equal to 4 into g m1 m2 by r1 square by 4. That is equal to, after getting reciprocal, 16 into g m1 m2 by r1 square. So f dash can be written as say 16 f. So final force after each mass is doubled and distance between them is halved, obtained force will be 16 times to the initial force. 16 times to the initial force. Now, an infinite number of particles each of mass 1 kg are placed on positive x-axis. See here, this is x-axis. Here, 1 kg mass, 1 kg mass, 1 kg mass, 1 kg mass, 1 kg mass. At a distance of 1 meter, 2 meter, 4 meter, 8 meter, and so on. And so on. Okay, this is origin. Now, it can be written as say force F is equal to, for system of particles, F is equal to G into m1 m2 by r square plus g m2 m3 by r2 square plus and so on g m into mn minus 1 into mn by rn square. Of course, it's nothing but a geometrical progression. Nothing but geometrical progression. It can be written as say f is equal to g into 1 into 1 by 1 square plus g into 1 into 1 by 2 square plus g into 1 into 1 by 4 square plus and so on like that I have right. See, f is equal to g into 1 plus g into 1 plus 1 by 2 square 1 by 2 square plus 1 by 4 square plus and so on like that. So it's nothing but a geometrical progression. It's nothing but a geometrical progression. It can be written as say let us consider 2 square is nothing but 1 by 4. Of course 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 square like that. So here a equal to 1, r equal to 1 by 4. Of course, see this number is taken to 1. This is taken as say 4, 1 by 4. So a value is 1, r value s infinity is equal to what will that? S infinity is equal to a by 1 minus r. S infinity is equal to s geometrical progression. S infinity is equal to s infinity a by 1 minus r. What is a here? Here a will be 1. Okay. 1 by 1 minus 1 by 4 we had right. So that can be written as 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4, that is equal to 4 by 3. So entire the bracket value in the bracket is nothing but f is equal to some g into 4 by 3. So that is 4g by 3. Answer will be 4g by 3. So here is the problem given. Two metal spheres of same material and radius r contact with each other. The gravitational force of attraction to the sphere is given by. So here two metal spheres of same material and radius also same. So this is r as well as this is r. Both are distances are distance between those two will be taken as a 2r. And now what is the force of attraction? Let us consider mass is m1, this is m2. And two metal spheres of same material and radius, okay, both are same material. So G is equal to m1 m2 by 2r square is the expression, and here you can write m1 is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube into density rho. Why? Because of same material, no? Same material and the radius of those two will be also same. So we can write the expression easy as G into 4 by 3 pi r cube into rho into again 4 by 3 pi r cube into rho for second mass for m1 for m2. Okay, so that 4r square. So hey, what is the relation between f and r? What is the relation between f and r? So f is equal to g constant, 4 by 3 pi constant, rho constant, 4 by 3 rho constant, 4 constant. So we have f is equal to some k. Entire constant values are taken as a k into r cube by r square. That implies f is equal to k into r power 4. Why? Because r power 6 by r square. R power 6 by r square, that is r power 6 minus 2, that is r power 4. Okay, relation is f is directly proportional to r power 4. Three uniform spheres, each having mass m, radius r, kept in such a way that each two touches each other. Each two touches each other means, see, like this we have to join three spheres. So centers of those spheres will form right angle triangle. Length is same. This is 2r, this is 2r, 2r. So equal triangle. Hence, if it is 60 degree, it is also 60 degree. Let us consider this is f1, this is f2. So fr is equal to root of f1 square plus f2 square plus 2 f1 f2 cos theta. Fr is equal to root of same force is acting, identical. F square plus 2 into F into cos 60. That is equal to root of 2F square plus 2F square into cos 60 1 by 2. That is equal to root 3F square. That is root 3F. So Fr is equal to root 3 into G M1 M2 by distance between them is 2R whole square. Okay, that is equal to root 3 by 4 G M square by R square. Why I am taking 2R? See, it's capital. Why? Because of if two spheres are touching each other means radius are getting distance between them is say 2R. Okay. So final answer is say Fr is equal to root 3 by 4 Gm square by R square. A and B are two satellites revolving around the Earth in a circular orbit, so have the periods 8 hours and 1 hour respectively. The ratio of their orbit, radius of orbits. So it is under, according to Kepler's third law. T square is directly proportional to R cube. Square of the time period is directly proportional to cube of the semi-major axis or radius vector. Now, T1 by T2 whole square is equal to R1 by R2 whole cube. T1 by T2. 1 by 8 is equal to 1 by 8 whole square is equal to R1 by R2 whole cube. Now it can be written as a 1 by 2 whole cube whole square is equal to R1 by R2 whole cube. Now 1 by 2 whole power it can be written as a 3 into 2 is equal to R1 by R2 whole cube. This cube and this cube gets cancelled. R1 by R2 is equal to 1 by 2 whole square, that is 1 by 4. That is 1:4 will be the answer. Or simply it can be written as a. So if you feel it as a lengthy process, simply you can write R is proportional to T power 2 by 3. R is proportional to T power 2 by 3. Now R1 by R2 is equal to T1 by T2 whole power 2 by 3. That is equal to T1 can be written as say 1 by 8 whole power 2 by 3. 1 by 2 whole cube, that is 1 by 8 power 2 by 3. 3 gets cancelled, answer will be 1 by 4. So it's a simplest method, of course. If you feel it long, then you can go through like this. Okay.